All right, everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. My name is Daniel, and I'm going to show you how to make a delicious, super moist chocolate cake today with a controversial ingredient. So, to start off with, we're going to sift together our dry ingredients. And that is 4 cups of flour. And we scoop the flour into the cup and then level it off. That way it avoids us adding too much or too little flour to the recipe. And there's 4. All right, 6 tablespoons of baking cocoa. Just pour that right in. 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 2 cups of sugar. I just don't know what I'm doing. So let me put my flour away and sort out these dishes, and I'll be right back. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've gotten 2 cups of water. My oven is preheating to 350 degrees, and now I'm going to prep my 2 baking pans. So I have 2 9-inch round cake pans, and I'm going to spray them with baking spray. Okay. And we're just going to set them aside. All right, we're going to go ahead and sift our dry ingredients together. We want to make sure there are no lumps in the cocoa or the flour. Oh yeah, there would have been a lot of lumps in this, and that is something we do not want. Right. Now for the controversial ingredient. It's actually mayonnaise. And I know what you might be thinking. It sounds a little off-putting, but it truly makes the moistest cake you will ever have. It does not taste like mayonnaise. It does not taste like salad dressing. So just so you're aware, it does add a little bit of a different flavor, but it's a really quite wonderful flavor. And I'm adding that to 2 cups of water. To the mayonnaise and the water, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And we're going to mix that with an electric mixer. And I am mixing this on low to help prevent any splatter. I'm going to add this to our dry ingredients and go ahead and start mixing. And as I always say, don't forget to pause and scrape your bowl down to get all of those ingredients evenly incorporated. And get right down into the bottom of the bowl. continue to mix. And you'll notice that while I'm mixing, I am walking my bowl with my hand. So I'm applying downward force with the mixer and walking my bowl with my hand. So that way I'm not doing this all of the time. And again, that helps everything to get incorporated more evenly. So this is what our lovely batter is supposed to look like. Smooth, and the cake will darken up as it bakes. All right, let's get our cake batter in the pans. And just put half in each pan. You can eyeball it, or you can weigh it. It's up to you. If you have a kitchen scale, feel free to weigh. All right. And as I showed you with the lemon lime cake recipe, and if you didn't watch that, I'm going to include a link here. And I encourage you to watch that. But as I showed you in that cake recipe, you take the pan and you just bang it on the counter a few times. This helps to get air bubbles out of the pan and helps everything to settle properly. All right, I'm gonna get these in the oven at 350 degrees. They're gonna bake for 30 to 35 minutes. Your oven may be different, so check them in about 25 minutes to see if they're done. Everyone, here are our cakes fresh out of the oven. I'm just going to give them about 15 minutes to cool before I remove them from the pans, and then we'll let them completely cool and get them frosted. For my fantastic vanilla buttercream frosting, please click the link above. Everyone, our cakes are now cooled, so we are ready to get them frosted. I'm going to show you a simple technique to help keep your platter clean while you're frosting a cake. I've taken 2 sheets of parchment paper and I've split them in half. And I'm just going to lay them on my platter just like this. I don't know if you can see this, but you just arrange them so they form a square on top of the platter. Now to do this, I of course have my frosting. I have a straight edge and an offset frosting spatula. So I find that these make it a lot easier to frost a cake. So we're going to take our first layer and we're going to flip it upside down because it's much easier to frost the flat layer of the cake on the bottom than it is to frost the domed layer on the top. So right, and we have that wonderful fluffy frosting. We're just going to put a dollop here in the middle and then work our way out to the edge. Okay? And I'll warn you right now, I'm good at making things that are delicious, but I'm not good at making things that look good. So that is not my forte, but I'll give it my best for you all. All right. And then we're going to take our second layer. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to flip it upside down and set it right on top of the first layer. Okay. Go in, just put a rough coating on top. And I'm going to pull this in a little closer so we can start doing the sides. So now on the sides, I like the sides to peek through a little bit. and just turn the cake plate around as you frost. So do you all like a lot of frosting? I know I do. A good cake is just a good vehicle for good frosting. All right. So now that our sides are basically done, we're just going to work on filling in the top here. So you can just do some dips and swirls. And just for a little bit of decoration, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some semi-sweet chocolate morsels on top of the cake. All right, folks, and there we have our chocolate layer cake with buttercream frosting and chocolate morsels. As you see, this cake is really quick and easy to come together. Most of the time was taken up frosting the cake and baking the cake. Oh, and before I forget, watch this. So, you just take your parchment paper and you pull it out. Just pull it straight out, wiggle it a little bit if you have to, and you'll see all of this frosting that would have been on your plate is now on the paper. So, truly a mess saver, and it helps the cake maintain its look. When we come back, I'm gonna do a little tasting for you and have a piece of cake with a cup of coffee. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. All right, everyone, so now is the time where we see and show that, well, the proof is in the pudding. So the coffee is ready, and I'm just gonna cut into this cake. Right. All right, well, here goes. Very moist. The frosting is very fluffy. The chocolate is there, but it's not overpowering. I would say this is a winner. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna have. I don't want to spoil my supper. So it's been great being with you all today. If you like the video, please click the thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell. And maybe next time, I've been developing a coffee cake recipe, and I think next time I'm going to share that with you all. So good eating, do well, and I'll see you later.